Hello Virgo. I'm sorry that the video I posted rest of the videos yesterday. I don't know, somehow yours got deleted, so I'm re-recording it and I'm gonna be posted today. I'm sorry for this delay. And without any further delay, Virgo, let's get into this. And before we start, I want to thank you for joining here. Okay, let's get into that. Every time I start a reading, I kind of meditate on this energy, and whenever I meditate, I get some kind of specific energy. It's like for you, I was getting this purging, something needs to come out, some kind of ending, some kind of start, and then we get the world card. It's like something that very much ingrained in your life, something, it could be your lifestyle, it could be your, like some emotions or some kind of unresolved situation, or something that is very internal and also something very kind of entangled with your life very profoundly, and that kind of comes to an end, and you are starting to kind of getting a sense of it. I was getting this, it's like a purging, like purging of emotion, purging of certain feelings, purging of certain kind of repressed things. Then you get the world card. World card is it's something coming to a completion, something coming to an end. And when world card is, the ending is not abrupt. World card, like with world card, the ending is more as if like it has run its course, that kind of, you're really getting into that kind of mentality that something needs to change. It cannot stay the way it is. The energy needs to move. Let's see what I have. And world card is, like with this card, I'm getting this a sense of you kind of trying to work with this energy for maybe quite a few time, quite a time now, and I feel a certain sense of calmness also. It's not, there is no anxiety there, maybe a little bit, but that is normal, like it just, that it has run its course. So there is a peace there. Oh God, look at this, what I'm saying and what the card is saying, it's just like sinking, like Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is always like, that moment when finally everything kind of fall in place. Finally it's time to act. Finally it's time to go after. Finally it's time to like make it happen. And that's why the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands with World, because like I said, the ending is not abrupt, the ending is not rushed, the ending is not impulse-based decision. It's kind of came to you naturally. That's why the Ace of Wands is there. That's why this zeal to move, the zeal to do something, zeal to make a change, which is very that change which can make your heart sing, is coming so naturally. Nothing here, the energy here, nothing is forced, nothing, everything happening as it's supposed to happen. Like there is like this universal, not universal, like this kind of serene timing is at play. Yeah, it's this reading, I can tell, I mean, so far is a very smooth sailing so far. There is no like paranoia or oh my god, what's gonna happen if it ends, oh my god, that's gonna, how I'm gonna do it, oh my god, so overwhelming, or no, those kind of feelings are not there, because it's happening. You let this simmer as long it's supposed to simmer, and now you are really addressing that, okay, now the time has come. You really listen to yourself. That's why this is coming so smoothly and, you know, almost like seamlessly. It is happening, this changing is happening, but it's not that you are not aware of it. You are actively taking part in this change. You are actively, that's why the purge come, because it's like an active action, you know. It's not that something happening to you, it's something that you are moderating, something that you are make it happen, but you are not forcing that act. If something comes to you, then you take charge and make it happen. That kind of active role you are playing. Let's see. What is there? There is like a lot of cards that wants to come, but it's not really coming properly, you know. So there's like, maybe you are, you know, you're going through, like, there is like a moment when you feel like, oh, what's gonna happen if I do this, and then it's kind of fade away, you know, those kind of moment of anxiety, the moment of not able to go after what you really want to do. There are moments which kind of question your this Ace of Wands action. So, oh, if you really go for it, what gonna happen to this, what gonna happen to that, you know. Sometimes those things comes, but it just is not standing its ground, you see. Knight of Swords. You know, like I was saying, you know, like there are moments you feel the thoughts comes in like rushing to you, and it's like, oh my god, I am in a process of something beautifully completing in its course, and I am in the process of really getting in tune with myself, so that I can go ahead and approach this approach this new thing I want to do, or new way I want to go, or new way I want to think about myself, or new way I want to think about my life, or maybe I want to move, whatever that is for you, that is so peaceful. But there is some moment which, you know, it's like a Knight of Swords, it's like kind of rushed energy, it's like mind based, you know, like your thought comes in, like what if this, what I do, if I do this, am I, is it too late to do this, or is it too, what's gonna happen if I do this, what's gonna happen to my family, or what's gonna happen to that person, what's gonna happen to my career, what's gonna happen to my you know, like those kind of thoughts sometimes it rushed into your mind like very forcefully. But I don't think it stick there for long, because this power, this is so significant, this is so like delicate but powerful. So these little snippets of thought, little snippet of thinking that no, maybe I won't be able to do it, kind of doesn't stand its ground before this. But it's there. It's there. And maybe that kind of thought is coming because you feel that you have certain responsibility, you feel that you have certain kind of obligation or certain kind of roles that you need to fulfill. If you cannot just only hear your heart and only hear your thing, only hear your passion, only hear your like where your heart lies, where what you want to do, you feel I need to break this stagnancy, I need to do this, but then the responsibility and your position in the society or your family or in relation to other people kind of lurks in and create this kind of rushed mind, like thoughts in your mind. Somehow the cards do not want to like come out pretty easily today for you, which is fine. No rush. Yeah, I hope you can see this. All the cards. Then 5 of Cups. Yeah, like you feel, when this thoughts comes in, like what, maybe am I being too selfish, just thinking about my desire, thinking about my passion, thinking about where my heart lies? What about the people in my life? They are dependent or maybe attached to me. What about them? What about their desire? How they see me? What kind of role I play in their life? What's gonna happen if I just go after my desire? All those things comes in, and then you feel sad, then you feel like you cannot do this, you cannot have this, even though the completion is coming to an end anyway. It's gonna come to an end anyway, no matter whether you want it or not. It's gonna be there, but whether you wanna shred this, like it's like a dead skin. The skin gonna be dead anyway, whether you wanna shred this dead skin or let the new skin come out, that's up to you. But the dead skin, when that's gonna happen, it's like that. So the completion gonna be there, the sense of something needs to change, something needs to end, something it ran its course, that's gonna run its course the moment the time will come. Whether you take this action of Ace of Wands, because that time you will have that space. When something completes, nothing can stay empty, everything has to replace by something else. When something ends, there has to be some kind of replacement, and you want that replacement to be driven by your own desire, driven by something that you want to do. But then all these responsibilities, all these thoughts comes in, and you feel like you cannot do it. And then you try to convince yourself that okay, it's fine, where I am, I'm fine. And that creates a subtle, sublime sense of sadness, sublime sense of stuckness, sublime sense of like, maybe this is not for me, maybe I am asking too much, maybe just take it as it comes. Look at this. How can you avoid, Virgo? How can you avoid? Then Ace of Pentacles. I feel like the universe is screaming at you. It will, like universe is screaming at you. So look at this. Surround this ending, we got Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. What else do you need? It says that something ended so smoothly. You given that time, you given that patience to this process. Now it's time to go for it, which can bring you this stability, which can bring you that you have done something in your life, which can give you this sense of purpose in your life, which can give you, this energy when you wake up in the morning and you feel like you are doing something for yourself, you are contributing something to the society, you are contributing something to people around you, and that is wealth. When you get that kind of sense that you are contributing truly, and you are making a little change to your life and people around you and to the society, and that is wealth and that is stability. So if you let this, like, completion come and go after it, do what your heart truly want, that's what it's asking you to do. But then this Knight of Swords kind of mentality lurking in, and it kind of hindering the process. And if it haven't started yet, it will. Hasn't started yet, it will. But I feel, look at the card here. All these major card, this the world, major arcana, these are like so profound card. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I mean, those things are there. It's time, Virgo, it's time. Sometimes, like, I think sometimes this question needs to be asked, like, can we make everybody happy? And even if you think that you are doing things to make other people feel safe and secure, make people, like, you are Virgo, you are very thoughtful, and you care for others so much, and you stay by them so much that sometimes it's maybe this question needs to ask, that when you are not doing what you really want to do, even if you stay with others, do they really feel happy for you? Maybe you are thinking, okay, I am doing all this for them, but if they're really close to you, they don't want you to do something for them. They want you to do something for you. The moment you start doing something for you, it will automatically resonate with others. Then we got Five of Wands. Yeah, it's like like I was saying, it's like a many man, many minds. You are thinking about what your role, responsibility in relation to others. Like, if I go there, if I do this, what's gonna happen? Like, this kind of constant sense of what's gonna, like, how I can cut out, like, cut all this relation, all these responsibilities, all these duties, all these unwritten deeds that I need to do for others, so that I can value myself as a being when I do for others, when I stay there for others. But that it started creating a certain sense of conflicting emotion within you. Three of Wands in reverse. There is a lot of duality. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna keep shuffling, and this reading gonna be carried on, because I'm trying to keep the main primary reading like within 20 minutes, because I understand people don't have time or patience due to a lot of stuff, and cannot really hear the whole reading. So if you are vibing with this energy, if you think this is something speaking to you, this reading gonna be continued, and I'm gonna link that extended version in the description box. So when you click that, it's a free, you don't have to, it's like a free extended version. So when you click on that, that's gonna take you to the further reading that I'm gonna complete. But if we part away here, Virgo, I don't know, for some reason I really feel like you come with me to the extended, because there is a lot that's need to be, because I feel like there is a dilemma. There is a huge dilemma. One hand, you have such a nice energy, calming, soothing, supporting to what you want to do, and then you feel like you cannot do because you are tied up with it's not that you are actually tied up, but your sense of responsibility is so high that it creates this kind of thoughts that if you cannot be there for others, then what's the point of you your being, it's like your sense of self is very much tied up with what you do for others, and which is great. But the thing is, when you do for others out of obligation, out of responsibility, that can create a lot of burden and lot of conflict and a lot of hopelessness and lot of kind of stuckness and lot of like this is it kind of giving up kind of energy. It can create that kind of energy, but you have so much that's need to reveal, that's need to come to you. So you need to, it's like when I start this reading, I said there's something needs to come to end, something purging needs to happen. So this sense that you are holding on to, it's need to come to an end, Virgo. But anyway, I'm gonna continue, okay? So, but if we part away here, Virgo, please take care, and if you like what I do, please subscribe. That way you can help the channel and we can keep continuing this dialogue. And I will see you later, okay? Bye bye.